Joe Hopkins here, and today I'm gonna rant about something I was thinking about. I recently went to see Heart, right? Got the t-shirt, and I was sitting there, and there were some things that occurred to me, right? I'm watching them. Here's Ann Wilson in a wheelchair, right? Short hair now because she just went through the cancer treatment. She's in a wheelchair because she apparently slipped on some ice, hurt herself. And she can't move around, but doesn't want to cancel the tour again. This is their second go at it. The first time she got cancer, yet you stuck canceling it. She wanted, this is their second try at it. I'm thrilled I got to see them. And, Nancy Wilson's up there doing her thing. And I was watching them, right? And I was thinking back to the 80s when they were doing music videos, right? And you didn't really see Ann Wilson in the music videos all that much. They'd kind of focus on Nancy. And they have her wearing all this like lingerie and shit, which obviously, apparently isn't what she wanted to wear. She likes the rock and roll clothes, man, like, the rock and roll pants, the cool boots, the, velvet jacket, that kind of thing. But that's what the industry had them doing, and they weren't showing Ann much because she was too fat. And, I remember that back in the 80s when they really were, you maybe have heard about it, where the industry people were getting on them to be sexier, and Ann Wilson needs to lose weight and all this kind of stuff. And what I was thinking when I'm there watching Heart is that I'm watching Ann Wilson in a wheelchair play to a packed arena, sold out. And, these women, they're not young. And nobody gives a single shit. She's in a wheelchair. We came to listen to her sing. And I was thinking back to the 80s when me, personally, and almost everybody I knew who likes Heart for the music. We don't give a shit if Ann's a little thick. And I'm thinking this is something the industry gets wrong with a lot of the women in music. What they get really wrong, they push them to always be sexy. Now, some artists are the sexy artists. That's their thing, right? Like Madonna. She always did that kind of stuff, still does. Kind of racy, kind of sexy. Yeah, that's part of her thing. That's part of her show. And that's fine. But for a lot of them, the pressure to be sexy seems to be a little misguided. For the simple fact that most of these women, we listen to their music because we like the music. I don't know about you guys, but I always liked the music. It doesn't matter if they big. Oddly enough, like who the hell listened to Aretha Franklin because she was thin? She wasn't thin. Nobody cared. Nobody cares. Nobody cares if these chicks are fat, ugly, one-legged, buck-toothed. Nobody gives a shit. We listen to the music because we like the music. The fans, the people that buy the albums like the music. Right? I'm not saying that, these are ugly women. They're not. But we all like the music. Personally, I thought Ann Wilson was hot. Yeah, she gained some weight. I thought that was, I like them thick. But you know what I mean? She wasn't exactly big. But that's what the industry got on it for. And I don't know. Does it seem like that's changing? It should change. It should. Because here's the thing. Everybody gets old, too. If you have a career that lasts long enough, you're not going to be young and hot anymore. It happens, right? Even the sexy artists like Madonna, they get old. It happens. We're supposed to be there for the music. I'm there for the music. I think most of the fans are there for the music. Like I said, I was thinking this when I'm watching the Wilson sisters being themselves without the pressure to, be sexy or be this or be that. And it was awesome. It was truly fucking awesome, man. Playing to a packed house, which means an entire arena full of people bought tickets not to see sexy women on stage, but to see Heart, to see Ann and Nancy Wilson do their thing. And I certainly hope we're getting away from that. You know, I do know for younger artists, when you're young and you're feeling full of your oats, and maybe you do want to be sexy on stage. That's fine. That's cool. Maybe you do want to show some skin in your videos. That's great. Nobody should be pressuring anybody to, though, because it's all about the music. And it's not like guys don't get pressured too. You know, there have been a lot of those pretty boy artists over the years who they want them to be the pretty boy artist. And some of them don't necessarily want to do that. In general, they say sex sells. But I think, to be quite honest with you, in music, it's the music that should be selling. And it should sell of its own account, right? Yeah. That's my personal opinion. I'm not paying to look at you. I'm paying to listen to you. It's my thought. But yeah, I was thinking about that while I was watching them. I'm like, wow, all the things that these two women were told throughout their career in the 70s, 80s, none of it matters at this point. None of it. Nobody bought a ticket to see them be sexy. They all bought a ticket to hear Ann Wilson sing, to hear Nancy Wilson play that guitar, and also sing. Nancy's got a great voice. And, you know, I've been going to see a lot of female artists in the last couple years. I gotta say, even when they are doing their sexy thing, they also, these days, it seems, have a lot more leeway to do very artistic things, too. And I like that. I appreciate that. I like an artistic show. I went to see St. Vincent. Her show is very artsy. Reminds me of, like, early Genesis, like that Peter Gabriel stuff. You know what I mean? The kind of over-the-top artsy kind of thing. And I appreciate that. I really do. And that's the kind of thing that can last into your old age. When you lose your looks, when you get old, when all of that is behind you, you can still be artsy and you can still be musically progressive. You could still go out there and rock. And yeah, Heart proved that, man. They're proving it right now. They're selling out arenas, just rocking. Just because people want to go listen to them rock out. And it's not all old people either, right? Heart has a lot of fans that are a bit younger too, who hear it from their parents and grandparents. That's crazy. It's been that long. You know, a lot of the kids, they like what they hear. So yeah, just my thoughts on it. Something the industry, I think, got wrong. I think we should have had more solid albums from Heart over the years. I think the pressure is part of what burned them out at a certain point, which sucks, since we should have had more Heart albums than we did. They shouldn't have had that pressure put on them. They should have kept going, kept doing their thing. Who knows what we could have got out of that? What kind of good music we could have got? It seems like they were burning out at their height, and that happens to a lot of people who have undue pressure put on them. Yeah, that's something I think the industry gets wrong about women in music. Just my opinion. But yeah, if you agree or disagree or whatever, man, leave a comment. Tell me what you think. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I love y'all. Peace out, baby. Bye-bye.